like to call on the next presenter, Mr. Emmanuel, Audu, Director of You have 7 minutes.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank the convener of this great program for the opportunity given to us to stand to share with us on the topic for today. Not to waste more time, I'm here with the retinue of officers. Kemi is here with me. Hamza is here. Gonzalo Beni is here with me. At the back, Moji, and of course, Fulu is at the back here. I choose to call them first names because I believe I'm speaking to girls in this presidency. Hello. Hello. Well, the focus is the girl child. And you know, last week it was the Women's Day where we were talking about breaking the barriers and giving equal opportunity to everyone, male and female alike, within every space. So I'll be speaking to us this afternoon on what is fishing and agriculture. Is it a career stroke, entrepreneurial opportunity for the girl child? Now, by way of outline, we'll look at some fact of fishing and aquaculture. You'll pardon me, I'm very fast because I'm just 7 minutes to go. Then we'll look at the investment opportunities that you have in fishing and aquaculture, which is, of course, will be of main interest to us. And of course, the first speaker already spoken to a bit of that earlier. Then we'll look at the career opportunities, then of course the role of women, and why is fishing and aquaculture ideal for the girl child. Of course, some subtle stories about women in fishing and aquaculture, which is an upscale of what the first speaker spoke to earlier on. Yes. Now, fishing subsector contributes significantly to national development economy. In fact, fishing in itself, although little, contributes about 3.2% of GDP in the Q1 of 2021, and that is from the National Bureau of Statistics, which means though there is a huge opportunity there, but because it's not fully maximized or utilized, it is not contributing as much as it should to national GDP. And that tells us that there is opportunity for us in that space if we want to come in. It's not yet congested. There is still large opportunity for you to come in and play and make good returns on your investment or profit if you try to invest within the value chain in fisheries. It provides income and employment for numerous households. Okay, if you look at in Lagos alone, we have over 150,000 fishermen lining the coastline and estuarine areas from Badagry up to Ibejuleke Axis. All of those communities within those locations and within the lagoon network of Lagos State are principally fishermen and fish processors. So provide opportunity for a large number of households. And of course, it also provides nutritional security, a cheap source of protein when you compare it to other forms of protein, especially animal protein, very cheap, and of course, easily a very good source of animal protein. Fish and aquaculture are also enormous contributors, of course, to produce supply, and it is the cheapest form of animal protein as available in the market as at today. If you look at the subsector of fisheries in Nigeria, it is principally divided into three major activities where fish is sourced for. The first one is the industrial or the trough fisheries, where you have large vessels, industrial vessels, mechanical equipment, ocean-going vessels going to the high sea to fish, which is the picture to the far right of the screen. Then you have artisanal fisheries, which are low-level, low-input technology form of fishing, which we are very much used to. The local fishermen at Makoko area, Yaba area, or within the lagoon network, going into the lagoon with their small or low-level technology fishing inputs, arbonate, jigs, and then canoes, sometimes with paddles also, and then with mainly cast net or set nets to fish. And of course, you have aquaculture or fish farming, which is the emerging sector in fish production. It is called, there is aquaculture, there is fish farming. Aquaculture is a broader terminology because it constitutes both the plants and the animal. When you talk of fish farming, you are limiting it to all the animal life forms that you are able to culture in your aquatic ecosystem. Now, what are the investment opportunities that are available within this space? Okay, we're entering through this level to project what are the areas of interest that you can look and say, I'm interested in investing within this space in this sector called fishes and aquaculture. The first one is the breeding of fingerlings and juveniles. All fish producers, all table-sized producers require a young fish to stock within their pond system, nurture and grow to table size before it goes on to other processes. So they rely on someone to produce the young fish, like what we call the maternity section of the value chain. They produce the young fish. And this segment of the activity actually takes between 6 weeks and 8 weeks, which means if you are invested in this, all it takes for you to hit market is 6 weeks to produce fingerlings and 8 weeks to 10 weeks to produce the fish juveniles, and then you are ready to sell. It also doesn't require too much of input. Very low level equipment, plastic systems, collapsible systems, wooden infrastructure can be utilized as the maternity unit, and then you inject your female and the male with the right amount and right dosage, and of course you strip out the eggs, you mix up, and then you put them in within the hatching system, and within 6 weeks after hatching, you are ready to sell, and you sell them for the 6 weeks at about 20 naira, 25 naira, and if it gets to the 8 weeks and above, it's getting close to 30 naira to 40 naira per one. And if you do this right, you can get as much as 2,000 or 3,000 from each operation. So multiply the numbers, and then you can know what you get from it. And of course, the next one is to go to production of table-sized fish, which takes about 4 months to 5 months, depending on the species of fish. You are doing catfish about 4 months. If you are going to tilapia, about 6 months, and other fish species, depending on their biology, is between that period to culture. So you have your own environment, and your fish is introduced, and then you are applying feed to it. Now, this process of producing table-sized fish is just an attempt to simulate or to bring into your artificial system what ordinarily should happen in the natural environment. But at this time, you are optimizing all the necessary parameters, high quality food, high quality water, so that the fish will transform quickly and attain maximum size within a very short period. And this takes about 4 months for the catfish to attain. Then the third opportunity is what we call the brood stock production. The first people who are into breeding of fingerlings will require parent stock. So there are investment opportunity for you to invest in raising fish to parent stock that this one will buy and then utilize for their fish breeding operations. This one takes about a year, 2 months and above for the fish to attain full gonadal development, okay, to have mature eggs that will be utilized for the production activity. The third and fourth one is processing and packaging, that which Auntie has spoken to earlier. That is where she is. You are not interested in raising it, all you are waiting that once somebody has it, is matured, you are buying it off them, you are processing and packaging, and of course pushing out to the market. I had a couple who served with us 2 years ago. She came in like this for her primary assignment, and we posted her to Igoro Fisher Estate. She didn't want to go. It was like, I want to stay in the office. I like the conditioned environment. But we said to her, go there, you will not regret it. And today she went there, and after her assignment, she became a major fish processor at the Audu Fish Farm Estate. What she does is she buys the fish from the existing farmers, she processes the facility, packages with the package with a label and a branding on it, and she pushes it out to the market. And immediately after her NYSC, she became fully and gainfully employed And I'm thinking right now that she should be already an employer of labor because she's giving out jobs to people to prepare the packaging materials. So there's a space for us, especially YC that here that you can come in and operate in. Of course, fishing production is available, importation, local processing is a whole wide range of activity that is available. And also you also have an emerging area which is the ornamental fisheries area. The establishment of aquarium is fast gaining prominence. It used to be in the 90s, we faded away, but it's coming back now with the full force and getting prominence in most areas where you have aquarium set up. So there are people who are graduates of fishes or have interest in just putting classes together and doing aquarium. I have a friend, his name is Tus. Today he's in the US practicing that. He started here in Lagos. Today he's in the US with his family, but still involved in the business of aquarium building and maintenance, and also breeding the fish that is utilized in the aquarium system. Now, that is for aquaculture. In the industrial and artisanal fishes subsector, what are the next opportunities? Fish marketing, okay? The marketing of fish. And this is just to connect. You are just like an intermediary. You know someone who needs the fish, either for home consumption, someone who design an app, just to link the fish fishermen within that space now to the urban market out there, and they can push their commodities out. So there's a wide range of activities that can take up there in fish and markets. And of course, input supplies also. There are inputs that are required, hormones required, so many additives are required. It's a whole activity that can come in also. Brokerage, of course, fish processing, both the trawler owners and operators. Next slide, please. Now, as a state government, which what do we do to support people who are interested in fishes and aquaculture? Now, we have a range of projects that are designed to provide support, their capacity building or input support. And the first one is what we call the Agricultural Value Chain Enterprise Activation Program. We don't see fisheries and aquaculture anymore as a pastime. We don't see it as something that you just do by itself, but it's a full business opportunity. So we want to give inputs to activate businesses for women and youth who are interested in the value chain. We give this go back, this go back. We give inputs that we require as startup kit or startup cards for you to play in this industry. Okay, so that. We also have a major activity, the World Bank supported project called the Appeals Project. All of these projects, Lagos COVID-19 Action, Recovery and Economic Stimulus, which is called Lagos Care, all of these activities are geared towards providing support. So if you are interested today, you want to be a player in fish and aquaculture, all you need to do is just come to our office, we'll direct you appropriately to where you can go or how we can provide support for you. Or you are doing that training also, right? To provide training beyond this room, to provide training, practical trainings also that we start up. Career opportunities in fish and aquaculture. Number one, you can become a fish officer in public service like I am. Okay, you can go into academics, lecturing. You can also be involved, be a researcher. Okay, within this space as a researcher in the fish and aquaculture. Fish scientists, nutritionists. There are people who produce feed. They are not involved in production, but because they are nutritionists or they have expertise in just putting things together. They have to produce fish feed, package them, brand them, and push out to fishermen, and they buy it and they use it up in their fish production activity. We also have all of this, as you can be a seaman on fishing trawlers, you can be a fish farm manager or a hatchery operator, you can even be an environmental scientist within this space. There are people who all they have NGOs that go around ensuring that there is a sustainable use of the water space, and that is just what they do in supporting fish and aquaculture. And of course, there are opportunities in the federal government to work as a quarantine officer. There is importation of fish, export of fish. These people are there to regulate the activity within that space. And of course, also, you can become a private farm owner or a private hatchery owner if you are so interested. Customer employers, Lagos State government, private agencies, high institutions, manufacturing companies, of course, provide opportunity for employment within the space. Next time. I think she has spoken about this. Let's go to the next slide. Next one. Now, role of women in fish and aquaculture. Women are present in all fields of fish production, processing, and distribution. If you see the fishermen, when they go out to fish, the moment they are landed, they are handing over to their women who are the ones that will eventually process or engage in the marketing of fish. And this is like we were told earlier, fish marketing has gone beyond the level where you look at somebody is smelling, smells like fish or is dirty looking. We have a major person, if you go to this law school area, under that bridge, we have one woman there, they call her Yolanda. She's a very major person engaged in fish market and distribution, and of course, she controls huge resources by playing in that area. Okay, women also contribute to preservation of aquatic ecosystems, of course, either as NGOs, as vanguards and bodyguards for sustainable development and utilization of the aquatic ecosystem. And of course, 50% of the workforce in fisheries sector are women. In fact, I took a census of my department, and I saw that close to 60% of our officers, of course, are women, even in the Lagos state. So there's a whole wide opportunity for girl child, for women to come play within the sub-sector. And I can assure you that there's no level playing field for all of them. That's why our bigger can, be so big in the area of fish processing and distribution. Next slide, please. These are all women in fish and aquaculture. Next slide. Next one. Okay, the next one. Success stories of women. Please, the next one. That's the next one. Now, these are all women who are in fisheries and aquaculture. And the one to the far right is because we look at the other ones, the one-time national president of the Fish Society of Nigeria, was also a former director at the Federal Department of Fisheries and the Nigerian Animal Quarantine Service. If you Google a name on any, explorer, it will throw up a whole lot of resource that she has put in the development of fisheries and aquaculture. And of course, every other person there, Mr. Mopai today is the permanent secretary in Lagos State Public Service. She is a person, a fisheries and aquaculture person. All of them are all doing very well in fisheries and aquaculture. So it's not until you put on the garment of a lawyer or you are wearing the lab coat of a doctor that you are deemed to have succeeded. But whatever field of endeavor that your mind is so keen into, and you apply yourself with all of your ability and you make the best out of it, then of course you can be deemed as a success also. So Fish and Aquaculture offers us a very significant opportunity for the girl child to come in and play, and of course make a huge success of himself or herself. And I'd like to stop here at this time. Before I go, I'd like to give out 3 souvenirs to 3 students from, I don't know how many schools are here. Okay. Right. I'd like to ask, the first one, who is interested in fish and aquaculture? From all you had so far, you are interested in it. You have an interest in it. Or you want to go home and tell your parents, oh, Daddy, there's an opportunity in this field. All right. You are interested? Please come. Please come. Let's clap for her, please. All right. You tell us your name and which area you're interested in.
My name is Zala. I'm from Mainland College, and I'm interested in the field of fish breeding. I would like to open my own aquarium.
Please go, please go. God bless you. All right. Let's put that for her, please. I like to just mention 3 investment opportunities in fish and aquaculture. 3. From another school. 3 investment opportunities. 3. Is there anyone? 3 investment opportunities. Is there any hand up? From the corpus, is there any hand? Please come. Please come.
My name is Emmanuel. I'm from Audu. The investment opportunities include input supply, fish marketing, and fish brokerage.
Okay, fish brokerage. What are you interested in?
I'm having mixed feelings right now. I'm sad and excited. I think I was the right place at the right time because my mom built a fish farm that is lying waste in a private. She has 8 by 12 or 14 ponds. Wow. So 8 by 12, 14 ponds. So before when I was in school, we were into catfish breeding. My brother produced feed. We used to produce our feed for our fish. And my brother was also into hatchery. Yes, we were hatching our fingerlings. Sometimes we used to sell. And we used to smoke fish and sell to people that buy smoked fish. But because of low income, so everything kind of dwindled. So a part of that side is lying waste. And hearing all these things that can happen, I didn't know. I used to wonder, like, okay, we're just here, somewhere in Audu. Can we make this international? Like, can we bring this much fish and send it outside? But with what she was saying, I was listening to her. I don't think that is a big waste. That's a big waste. And even that for 4 females. So my mom did this with her daughters in mind. So I think this was what it's about. The girl child thing. So I'm really going to do something about that.
Now, before you go, I will give you the full number of Director of Fisheries in the Bible. Dr. Chen. She will assist you. I will give her a call personally to assist you.
Thank you very much.
All right, lastly, let somebody just want to share what you have gained so far. Somebody just want to tell us within 30 seconds. Yes, please. What you've gained?
My name is Audu. I'm from Emmanuel High School. Awesome. So far, I learned that fisheries and aquaculture is a good career for the girl child, not only for men, and it has developed so far from ordinary roadside selling raw fish, and it now goes far as processing and science and other things.
Thank you for listening.